Consultant, Industry Solutions Unit of Tata Consultancy Services. Mr. Gupta has been with TCS for over 14 years and an overall experience of more than 20 years. He has led the sales and delivery function together with huge success, and his projects have won many national e-government awards. He is a strong believer in innovation and adaptation of newer technology, cross-breeding as we are talking about. Mr. Gupta has, as head of the Frameworks Solution Group with Government Industry Solutions Unit of TCS, pioneered and created the creation of 8 replicable framework-based solutions capturing government-specific requirements in line with focus of TCS on non-linear growth. The initiative has helped in attaining the leadership position for TCS in government and space. Now, without really going into further detail about Mr. Gupta, I think we have understood his ability enough, and we request him to talk about how the technology devices can help the pharma industry.
Thank you, Kumar. Yes, I feel I am an odd man in this Pharma Summit, and that was the first question I asked Dave when he asked me to join this panel. And then when he explained that my topic should be to share our experiences of how my organization has been leveraging innovation and keeping ahead of its competition, I thought it would be worth spending the time. So as is true with every industry, competition is high, expectations from both your customers and suppliers is rising, margins are under pressure, you have to innovate. Of course, pharmacists and chemical engineers will be better equipped to guide you on what innovation should be practiced in your industry. But from a technology standpoint, what I would like to table is that industry offers a lot of opportunities for optimization in cost by virtue of sharing the cost of creating the most expensive IT solution. I understand your genome discoveries are quadrupling every 6 months, but technology is only doubling up every 6 months. So yes, your discovery rate is far higher than what the IT has been able to offer. But nonetheless, if you really look at how cloud can be leveraged to get you the high computing environment on a shared basis, which you can pay as you use, and also leverage the data that others have gathered, subject to your own confidentiality norms that you have, I think it would be a good forum. And just to table that, cloud, as most of you understand, is a shared platform, but it has 3 subcomponents. One is called platform on a shared basis, called PaaS. Second is infrastructure on a shared basis, infrastructure as a service. It's called IaaS, infrastructure on a shared basis, and software on a shared basis. What it implies is that somebody, a third party, under an escrow agreement, under confidentiality agreements, to protect the data creator and the data identity, will host your solutions, provide you the computing facility, provide you the infrastructure, and you use it as tap, plug onto it, jump onto it, pull your data as and when you want to use it. But the better part of it is that I understand pharmaceutical industry has their own data that is there with them. Hospitals have data on patients, clinical trials will have data, pharmaceutical companies would have data, some of the hospitals who have electronic medical records would have data. I heard about GE scientists developing some monitoring devices which can continuously transmit data to the server. So there are various sources of information, and to my mind it's practically not possible for any company to get hold of all the data. So there are mechanisms available in the IT world, especially in the banking sector, in the financial sector, where data is generated by each and every player, is posted on a shared platform, and subject to certain confidentiality agreements and privacy protections, the data is made available to everybody on a subscription basis. And I think that definitely should be a big opportunity for this sector to leverage as well. To the best of my knowledge, I have not seen this application in this sector so far. Another area which most of you have already been using it, I'm sure, is the social media. your Facebook, your Twitters. Now I'm yet to see its application in medical research or pharmaceutical research and development. The viewpoint that I would like to share with you as a technocrat has been, and I've been talking to a couple of companies, that what if you make your clinical trials, your research data available on the net to the extent you want to, and actually invite feedback, comments from the professionals in the market. And I'm sure once you start putting up data, others will also put in. And the probability of getting good quality comment is very high, which will pull down your failure rates, to the best of my understanding. So these are some technologies that are being talked about. If you look at Google and Amazon, what are they doing? They're actually leveraging cloud as a technology. In terms of device management, yes, I've also heard about pharmacy getting very individualistic. Today, with this British medicines that we know as a layman is generic. If somebody has a particular ailment, we produce a particular module which is fit for all human beings. But I hear some organizations are talking about individual specific medicines. Now, if you have to get to that area, how do you get those data about each and every individual, those who are under medical treatment across the country or the globe? I was in Nairobi and I was very happy to understand that that country is talking about digitizing their medical records across the country and making it available to pharmaceutical companies for R&D purposes. And it's a very good win-win commercial model. R&D companies do not actually pay for their data, but provide subsidized medicines to the hospital in return for the data that is helpful for them in research. Now that was the first experience I had, and they are actually at a policy level and expecting that they would do it in 6 months. Is that a model that can be adopted by us? And I was talking to Ajit Bhai a while back that cross-breeding knowledge is the most important way to innovate. Because breakthrough technologies definitely cost more and takes time. But innovation, small incremental changes, sharing and learning, and making people participate would really be very, very helpful. I think that is what I thought I'll share with you. And the last one that I want to share with you is the big data analytics that some of you would have heard about it. It's coming up in a big way. These technologies are non-proprietary, not attached to a particular hardware, not attached to a particular software, and are usable on pay-per-use basis. And that is something that is yet to come up in a big way in India yet, but I'm expecting it to come up very shortly. So I think what I thought was to share the new trends and technology that other industries are using, and I expect that pharma industry can definitely leverage a couple of these examples and adapt it to make bottom line margins as is important for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Gupta sir. You know, when you talk about confidentiality in computing systems, reminds me of a picture that all of you have seen for the whole Wednesday. When they are not able to trace that young fellow, a hacker, they are living in a hacker. And the hacker is a dropout apparently. But it says I'm dropout by choice, sir, and he can find out the person by whatever means he does. So I don't know about the confidentiality of your business. Anyway, that's on the lighter way. But I think the implications for the technological developments, the technology transfer and the technologization, availability as a result of technology transfer is immense, and I think any and every industry can leverage that. With that, I will introduce Mr. Raghavendra Shenoy. Mr. Shenoy is Vice President of Ethicon Products, Johnson & Johnson Medical India. Mr. Shenoy is the Vice President and has been completed Masters in Marketing Management from NMIMS Mumbai University and Masters in Microbiology from British College of Mumbai University. So we are coming from, and I'm also from Bombay University. That comes from Bombay. Mr. Shenoy is leading the biggest business in J&J Medical India, catering to requirements of government staff hospital as well as the nursing home segments in India and the SARC countries in Nepal, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. Mr. Shenoy has worked with J&J Hospital Supplies and Iron Exchange Limited, and I am one of his recipients. I have got a knee transplant, so I have requested to talk about devices.
Thank Thank you, Mr. Kapadia. I think he said it all. The biggest endorser of one of our products is sitting next to me. He's got an artificial knee, and we specialize in all the medical devices that you